tend to be like really unhealthy, like 90% of the time, because they're so chocked full of chemicals and preservatives. And that is the case here. This ingredient list could make your head spin. But let's put this on the bread, add a little bit of tang and a creamy element to the sandwich. Give it a little shake here. We're just going to put a nice, healthy portion on top. Maybe a little bit more, just like that. Perfect. The last ingredient is hot sauce. And this is a very special hot sauce. It's a Canadian company. It's called Mum's. And what makes this hot sauce special is that it is a mustard-based hot sauce. What does that mean? Well, it means that in addition to a substantial amount of heat that it brings, it actually has really good flavor on its own. So instead of throwing something on, oh, it's just gonna burn my tongue, no, it actually has its own unique notes and flavor, and it's hard to describe, but it's really good. So here we go. It pours out fast. I don't want too much. Well, like that almost was too much. Okay, my battery just died, but I'm back. So I've just spread this hot sauce into the bread. And now we are ready to cover the sandwich. Oh, Oh, this smells so good. Here, I'm gonna cut it in half and we'll get a cross section for you. And it should go without saying that if you're making a sandwich on oval bread, you cut it on the diagonal. So let's review what we've got. We've got the creamy base of avocado with chicken, turkey, and ham. A little bit of honey to sweeten up the mix. We've got cheddar cheese, medium cheddar cheese, with a hard-boiled egg on top, followed with a mayo and hot sauce. This, to me, is the perfect sandwich. I can't wait to take a bite. I'm starving. Cheers, everyone. Going in for our first bite. Oh boy. Absolutely delicious. Here, I get a big bite with a lot of egg in it here. I'll tell you why this works so well, in my opinion. Bread and egg works. Bread and ham works. Bread and cheese works. Bread and honey works. Bread and avocado works. Ham and cheese works. Ham and avocado works. Ham and honey works. You get the idea. All of these ingredients are, while some of them, like the egg, like the honey, seem a little bit out there, the flavors just work so well together. This will be a really crispy bite. And it's all tied together by the killer, crispy, air-fried sourdough bread. I'll eat this half of I personally find avocado doesn't have very much flavor on its own. But when you combine it with ingredients that have a lot of salt in them, like this deli meat does, like the cheese does, it just enhances the flavor so much. It adds like volume, body, and just overall creaminess and moisture to the sandwich, which I think is really important. You don't want a dry sandwich. So I'm going to call this sandwich the Chaos Club, and I want you at home to make it as best you can. You probably won't be able to find this hot sauce, but just if you want to, follow along every step, make sure you get yourself a mustard-based hot sauce rather than like a vinegar-based hot sauce. Make the sandwich, come back to this video, and we can eat them together. So I can pretend, okay, you just sat down, you got your sandwich. Okay, have a bite, I'll take one too. How was your sandwich? Mine's killer. The crust on this bread is actually so crispy that I cut the roof of my mouth on it. Final couple bites here. And the hot sauce, if you're a person who has a very little tolerance to hot foods, flavors, I'll probably use half as much sauce than I did. But, the heat in that sauce just really helps open up the taste buds, and you got a good little zing on your tongue without it being burning or like, oh man, I need to get a drink. It's really good. That was it. The Chaos Club. Absolute 10 out of 10. Perfect sandwich. Wouldn't change anything about it. Well, bacon makes everything better, but as it is, 10 out of 10. So honestly, I want you to make this, even if it's 5 years later that you're watching this. I want you to come back, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. I would say you can substitute what you want, but it needs to have avocado smashed. It needs to be on sourdough bread, and it's gotta have mayo and hot sauce. Those are the requirements. But make it how I showed you.